Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, today we're gonna talk about sales. The summer season sale is upon us and in some shops we can already see it, so I thought it's the best time to share with you some of my tips, what to buy on sale and what to avoid. And to be honest, I am guilty because I love sales. And I think I'm not the only one because it's just additional pleasure to get something you wanted to with a discount. However, during lots of years of me shopping, and I actually love both shopping in store and online, sometimes I even prefer shopping in store a bit more. So during my lots of years of shopping, I have created a set of rules that will help you to buy exactly what you want on sale and do not splurge on some things which you don't really need. And my first rule and advice to you on the sale is pay attention for the basic pieces. Quite often, basic pieces such as white or black t-shirt are not usually on sale because these pieces everyone needs in their wardrobe, so it does not exactly make sense to put a sale on them because people are gonna buy it anyway, right? But sometimes, of course, shops has new collections going on. They have updated silhouettes of the same black t-shirt they're gonna sell in the next season, so you can find some of the very nice basic pieces which you definitely gonna wear on the sale. Because as you might notice on a sale, especially for the summer sale, most pieces a shop tries to get rid of is this trendy, colorful statement pieces, which is actually quite tricky to use on an everyday basis. That's why overall they are not as popular as the basic pieces everyone needs every day. So if you see some basic pieces like that t-shirt, grab it. It's a great way to update your basics, have a discount on that, because sometimes a simple t-shirt can be like 40 euros, and I'm sorry, but it's just a bit too much for a plain t-shirt. Another story site right now has already started the summer sale, and I actually went to the shop recently to check what is going on as well. And of course I did research for you in online shop. So one of these examples is this black t-shirt. They have different colors, but I think at least the black one is on discount. This is a great example of what kind of pieces you should definitely go during sale. And also personally, for example, I bought some time ago a blazer which I've been wearing on repeat. It has wool in it. I got it with a 50% discount. And to be honest, when I bought it, I thought, well, it's good to have it, but I was wearing on repeat. I didn't really even kind of estimate straight away how much wear out I'm gonna get out of it. Okay, my second rule. And I know I just said that do not buy trendy statement pieces on sale, but there is an exception. Trends are different. There is some trends which comes very quick just for one season. They are usually not very wearable, but there is also other trends that sticks with us for a bit more time because in a way it's still more timeless, elegant piece which even if it's not on trend right now, you're gonna wear later. And let me just give you an example. So this is the satin black midi skirt right now on sale in Otherstories. And I think this is a great piece. Satin skirts and midi skirts right now are on trend, that's true. But that kind of A-shaped skirt is a timeless piece. It doesn't matter if it's extremely popular right now because you're gonna wear it, and especially if this is something that fits your style, yes, then you definitely can go for that kind of pieces. But I'm gonna make a note here. If you know that you are not the type of person that likes midi skirts or wear mini skirts, because in my personal opinion, midi length is extremely tricky, especially if you're not that tall, because it can shorten you even more visually. So yes, and personally that's not my type of skirt, but I know that. That's why I wouldn't buy this skirt. But if you know that you love mini skirts, you wear them a lot, it suits your style, this is something definitely to grab. Even though, for example, I love satin skirts, I have one from Ralph Lauren and I've been wearing a lot. It's really similar to this one, but again, I'm just not really into midi length. That's why it's not perfect for me, but if it's perfect for you, go for it. My third tip for you for the sale is to actually have a look on the clothes which are not in the season right now. For example, we have summer right now, but don't forget and have a look on the roll necks or some knits, blazers, because they're going to be cheaper, because they're less popular right now. And again, a note here, do not buy something that was trendy this spring, for example a red blazer, because the color can go away, in case of course you really like red blazers. But if you see a nice black blazer with wool during summer, yes, you're probably not gonna wear it straight away, but it's gonna be extremely useful from September, right? And then in September, when you would like to buy a blazer, it's gonna be like double price, you know? I do the same during winter. I do buy some more open tops or some t-shirt during winter as well, because I know during summer it's gonna be twice more expensive. Why would you wanna pay more if you can get it for less? Of course, it doesn't go for everything, because obviously on sale you probably will have less sizes and less colors, so it's kind of what is left from what they didn't still sell. But it should not discourage you if you see something in your size but not exactly in the season right now. It's a good way to save up in the future, especially if you know that you anyway will need it for the next season. So of course, important note here, I will stress it again, that if it's a trendy season piece that was trendy last season during, for example, spring, right, and it doesn't really make sense to buy it for next spring, because you don't know if this trend will be still sticking or not. So I'm again more talking about basic pieces, or the pieces that you are sure you need in your wardrobe or you do wear already. And tip number 4 is actually do have a wish list. And I'm not talking about the wish list like I wanna have, I don't know, Hermes bag or Yves Saint Laurent clothes, not. I'm talking more about a wish list of pieces which you seriously need in your everyday wardrobe. For example, if you're missing a light pair of jeans, well, I'm missing it now, so I guess that's in my wish list, right? It can be some shorts you wanna have. For example, for summer, I love linen, and the linen trousers and blazers and everything in linen in my wish right now. So yes, because what it does to you when you come to the shop or to online shop and you have a aim, I need to buy trousers, it kind of eliminates other options. And instead of going through the whole sale and say, oh, this is cute, oh, I want that and that and that, right? You can put yourself a task, or say yourself, I need only black trousers, and you're gonna search and see these pieces on sale. It seriously helps to avoid these impulsive buys. Of course, it means that you need to have it a bit before, but this is a general advice of what you should have at least. Suggest to write it down, because this is count yourself accountable, not something that is just pop up to your head. It will make it so much easier for you to justify the buy of the sale, and you can really check if it's an impulse buy or it's really something you want, because sales are built in a way for people to spend money. This is just the psychology, and this is why companies have sale, because once there is a word sale or there is discount, especially when it comes to the very big discounts like 50%, 70%, people see it as a bargain straight away, without actually thinking, is it a bargain and if they really need it. Wishlist gonna help you to control this impulse buys. And I can share with you my personal example from my recent visit to Otherstories. As I said, I went there and I tried this beautiful dark gray satin dress. I think I'll put the footage in here. And the problem was that this is like 2 sizes bigger than I need, but it had a discount, but it's still 70 euros, you know, and I do not exactly have a place to go somewhere in that. Or they also have this beautiful white dress which actually fits me, and it's not that expensive, like 35 euros on a discount. But again, I did not take any of these 2 dresses because I know that right now this is not what I need. Yes, I would like to have a white linen dress, but I'm not going to the beach this year, so it does not exactly make sense to buy it right now. So I like them, I think it's a great deal and bargain, but sadly it just doesn't work right now for me. And the weird thing is that this dress was in store for 35 euros, while in online store the white one is not even on discount. How's that? And this story actually shows you my tip number 5, and that's never buy clothes that does not fit you. Because again, it's so tempting to try a bigger or sometimes smaller size and see, well, it's just, maybe I will lose weight, or maybe, who knows, maybe I will gain weight if it's something that I want to, you know, or then, oh well, I can tailor it. And usually in most cases this just doesn't work, because if it's smaller you're not gonna feel comfortable, so you're not gonna reach out for this piece when you're dressing up, because you're gonna know, oh, this is a bit too tight, I don't wanna go in the tight jeans to the restaurant, you know. And this will just make this clothes staying on your shelf, which is very sad. You spend the money and you don't use the clothes you got. When it comes to tailoring, in most cases you're gonna pay for it more, especially in Europe or like in Finland. You're gonna pay for it much more. So what's the point of saving this some money on the sale while you're gonna probably even spend a bit more if you wanna tailor it? Of course, if you know how to tailor it yourself, and depends how tricky it is to tailor something, you can do it, but consider then again your time and if you really gonna do that. Because I actually know how to sew, and my mom she sewed clothes professionally, but I know that it takes so much time, and actually not every material is that easy to tailor yourself. So keep that in mind. Quite often these bargains are not going to be bargains at the end. So as I just show you this dress which I love, and again for some reason it's not on discount in online store, so I don't know what's going on in another stores right now, but I advise you to go to the shop, because it looks like online store does not have the best offers right now there. Okay, and this was my 5 quick tips on what to actually buy on sale. Let me know if you have any specific rules for yourself. I would be curious to know, because as I said, I love sales. And now let's talk about things to avoid, because also I think when it comes to sale, sometimes it's better to avoid something than to buy, because again, discount just makes it so much more attractive for us to buy, so we kind of skip these thoughts which otherwise would stop us from buying something. And especially during summer season, I think the summer wardrobe, the summer offers in the shop and the summer sale is so overwhelming, because it's so colorful. You have so much choice, you have different shapes, you can wear more open clothes, and seriously, I think sometimes it's a bit overwhelming, because after all, most of us still need to also work during summer, you know, and not everything really needs to be that colorful and fancy and into your face. First thing to avoid. I will start with that kind of dresses. Here is why. It's not because I don't like flowers or big flowing dresses. This is because, have a look, the arms are closed, same as the legs. And I checked, this material is done from viscose, which is not polyester, so it's relatively okay. It's kind of half natural and half synthetic, fine, but still it's summer, it's gonna be hot, you're gonna be hot in all the closed arms, same for the legs, and then it does not breathe as well as cotton or silk. Okay, you can say that, well, there is colder summer days. Sure, there is colder summer days, but you're not gonna be warm in that kind of dress. And how actually appropriate it is to go around like that in the colder days, it's gonna be probably raining, you're not gonna feel comfortable. And yes, of course, maybe it's a bit of the personal lifestyle, but yes, that's something I wouldn't go for it, because you also need to style it. So I don't exactly like the colors of it, because it's flowers, so it clearly says summer, and it's too, I still believe, and I believe it's gonna be too warm to wear it during summer, so you're not gonna wear it that much, maybe once or twice, and then you cannot use it during spring or autumn, because especially during autumn it's not really appropriate anymore in terms of colors. Yeah, I would really avoid that kind of dresses. Similarly, my second tip what to avoid is that kind of dresses, because it is too festive. This is one of the traps of the summer overall. There is so many beautiful fancy dresses with lots of the open shoulders or legs. It feels like, oh, it's summer, I wanna wear something fun, but you should always think about your everyday needs. These kind of dresses can only one exception if you really know you have an event to go, a birthday, wedding, some trip, you wanna look fancy, then yes. But similarly, you don't need too many of these dresses in your wardrobe. And I have to say that if you have a nice tops and some like other pieces, it's gonna be, which you can match, you don't actually need to buy a specific event dress if you don't want to. This is the mistake I do a lot. I also guilty. I have some dresses which are clearly on a more festive side, which I do not wear them a lot. And yeah, that's why I'm sharing with you, because this is what always happening. I sometimes tend to go to a bit too fancy dresses, more celebrative vibes, and then they are not really fitting to the places where I go, which are more casual, barbecues, walks, hikes, or anything like that. You're not gonna wear it, so just have it. Of course, if you know already that, oh well, I have like 10 different events during summer, I need to wear something and I want to wear something fun, then sure, have a look. Okay, tip number 3 on what to avoid. Avoid that type of dresses and skirts, and avoid this trend. Yeah, I probably sound quite harsh, but this trend is definitely just a trend of spring 2024. It's not gonna stay, it is not wearable, and most people do not look good in it at all, because so many people do not have these perfect bodies of the models that they show it on the runway. You have to find something to wear it underneath, which makes it so difficult to actually style and use it with something. That's why you're not gonna wear it. And I mean, to be honest, it clearly screams, I wanna be in a trend, and this is of course fine, but when you buy something like that, just know that it's not gonna stay, and you're probably not gonna wear it ever again after this trend has passed. Because it's too complicated, it's not always appropriate, it's not flattering. Why would you do that? Well, okay, on the more positive side, my tip number 4 on what to avoid is actually a colorful tops. And hear me out on this. First of all, this is, I think, a trap everyone falls, because tops are pieces which are not that expensive overall, right? Plus there is a discount, so you can get some tops for like, I don't know, 10-15 euros, and you feel like, oh well, it's nothing, let me just have it. But of course when you get several of them every sale, you end up with a pack of actually plenty of tops, and I don't really think that's a nice way to go, because let me explain you why. Think about what these tops are you wearing with. It can be denim shorts, jeans, some denim skirts most of the time, right? Because what happens that the colorful top, it attracts attention. It's gonna be more of a statement piece, right? Which makes it so difficult to style, because you're not gonna wear that kind of top with your trousers or the suit. You're not gonna go to work to this colorful top. So think about how many times you can wear it and with what, because this is a trap. You think that, oh, it's gonna go with everything, but actually it's not. Or for example, you go to the office and you don't wear that kind of stuff, so you're buying it only for the weekends, for more casual going out. Like, think about how many times you can wear it, because seriously, some people can get a bit over the top and get like 5-10 different colorful tops, but you end up with is the same outfit of something more like jeans, and then you have a different tops. It also gets boring, right? So I would actually suggest, well, based on my previous tips, go for something more neutral. Yes, it can be tops, but still consider some neutral tops, because it's going to be so much easier to style with everything else you have. And usually, I don't know, for me, when I see a colorful top or colorful t-shirt with some, let's say, flowers and just jeans or shorts, it tells me that the person does not really know how to dress, because usually it doesn't look stylish. And I don't want to be harsh here, because I'm also not perfect, and I do wear sometimes more simple t-shirts with just some jeans and don't care about any styling anymore. Yes, that happens. But if you will have half of your wardrobe of this kind of tops, you will not get from this vicious cycle. So just have it in mind. If you don't have any colorful tops and you want to buy something new or just spice it up a bit, and you know you're going for holidays, or you know that's what type of trousers or skirts you're gonna wear it, go for it. Why not? Okay, and my last tip on what to avoid, the tip number 5, is actually do not go for too short items. Do not go for too crop tops or too mini skirts, and let me tell you why. It's hot in summer and people do tend to wear less clothes, that's true, but you really should be careful with this, especially if you live in a city and if you go to the office, or whatever. Overall, if you do not live on the beach, it does not look good. Especially do not wear short crop tops with a short shorts. No, that's too much of the exposed skin. Also think about that, you know, you can easily get burned like that, and it's usually not really flattering, and again, usually does not have much style in it. And no, it's not because I don't think you should show your body, or if anything is wrong with your body. No, it's just usually not really classy, it's not really elegant, because that type of clothes are mostly fitted. So yeah, you're losing the ability to style it, to use oversized items, to use composition. It's not gonna really look like you you know, like your outfit is all together. So yeah, and I know maybe I sound like a grandma, but in most cases you're gonna look much more stylish and interesting if, for example, you're gonna have a short shorts, it's okay, but then you're gonna somehow has either long sleeve or maybe more oversized short. It just gives a bit more structure and more interesting to your outfit. And in so many cases, it's just not really appropriate, because if you're going to a restaurant, not on the beach, you know, you are wearing some short shorts and t-shirt, and like, is it like, I don't know, maybe this is more personal because I prefer more elegant style. I don't need to show everything on my body if I don't want to, you know. I feel I'm gonna be hated for these comments, but again, it's the fashion and how we express ourselves is obviously personal. It's up to you. I'm talking and I'm giving advices for people who would like to dress in a more classical, elegant style, more smart, casual, I would say. And to be honest, when the piece is too short, people are usually conscious about that. Let's say you're wearing a mini skirt and you're gonna be conscious, you're gonna be checking if it's in place. That creates uncomfortable feeling, and at the end you will not gonna reach out for these kind of pieces when you just want to grab something and, you know, go for a walk or go for a coffee. For example, this dress, I think it's beautiful. It's beautiful color, it has the element, but my comments would be, do not go for this dress, because again, look, it has the long sleeve, which for summer can be quite warm, and then it has a mini skirt. Then it means that for colder days your legs are gonna be cold. There is no perfect way to find it together. Yes, you can wear tights, but then it's not really a summer outfit anymore. And another point is that that's satin and it's warm and you're gonna sweat, and the sweat marks on a dress like that, oof, that's look horrible. So yeah, better not to go too tight, that kind of long sleeves. I think the situation when you can wear that kind of dresses is something like inside event during summer, when you know you're gonna be inside, so your legs not gonna be cold, but it's not as warm as outside. So yes, you can wear long sleeve, but how many of these situations do you really have? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed these 5 tips to avoid, as well as my 5 tips on what to buy on sale. In general, I would say, ask yourself, when you try something on sale, ask yourself, do you like it? Does it fit you? And do you have at least 3 outfits to wear it with? Then I think at least you are good to know if this piece will be useful for you, because after all, sometimes we need to spice the things up and buy something different and try and see how it goes. Especially if you feel like your wardrobe is boring, or you're wearing mostly natural colors, you might want to do that. And sale is a good way of not spending too much money on the style you would like to have or would like to just try, but you're not sure, and maybe it's just a seasonal thing which you really want to have. Then sure, go for it, but just kind of have it in mind, expect it from the piece you're buying. Of course, have a look on the price if it's really worth it or not. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you think, because I love to talk fashion, I love to talk beauty, and see you in my next videos. Bye!